Hey guys, Coach Brandon Eckel from the Distinctly Extraordinary Coaching Channel with another tip. We're wrapping things up, friends. We've already dived into the deep end about how we've got to fix our mindset to overcome boredom and stress eating. We have swam through how to eat and create a balanced diet. We have frolicked and struggled through how to create and change up our routine. We have learned that we got to put the floaties on because the hardest part of this journey is to learn and understand our hunger and fullness cues. And here we go, friends. We've now swam through the deep end and we're in the shallow end where we can put our feet down and touch the bottom. How to relax and how to battle stress. Practicing mindfulness and stress management is critical. But how do we actually do this? How does mindfulness help with stress management? Guys, most of the time, regardless of the situation we're in, there are a variety of ways to see and handle what is currently going on. And when we practice mindfulness, it gives us more options. The more we do this, the more our confidence will grow. Our confidence in our ability to cope with stress will grow. We will be less likely to become stressed out by the events that are taking place around us. In other words, we're going to become more resilient. We've learned about this STOP method prior to today's lesson, but we're going to touch base on it again because it is so important to mindful stress management. It really does pay off to leverage this powerful tool and have it in our toolbox. When the stressors of life show up and we are triggered, we can react by just simply slowing down. Take a breath so that we can observe what is actually going on. What are we feeling in our body? What are we thinking? What are the possibilities that could exist to the situation that we're currently battling? And then we can proceed knowing that we probably have multiple possibilities that we can leverage in this situation. You remember that client who we talked about in our first few lessons, who would always reach for the handful of that indulgent trail mix when they walked by the kitchen? When they were faced with this emotional, mental, physical, work-related, kids, it didn't matter, but the stressors showed up, and it was just a simple fix to grab the small handful of the trail mix. However, that led to weight gain, a loss of energy, and then they started feeling tired all the time. It would have been better handled if we were able to just slow down and practice the stop. Take a breath. Observe what is going on. Am I actually hungry, or is this me just stress eating? She was able to learn how to identify when this was hunger and when it was not hunger. She started to prioritize and plan her meals better for the week, which ultimately allowed her to still enjoy her favorite trail mix, but done so in a mindful manner that allowed her to not only feel her best, but also to live her best life and make progress towards her goals. Mindfulness means being present in the moment without judgment. Practice mindful breathing, meditation, yoga, and there are various other ways to manage stress and anxiety without turning to mindlessly snacking on foods. I want you to try to set aside a time each day for some mindfulness practices like meditation, yoga, or just using the stop technique, and just take a breath. Focus on the present moment so that we can start to reduce the stress in our life. The benefits of practicing these are absolutely life-altering. They can drastically reduce the stress and anxiety going on in our life. It will allow us to improve our focus and cognitive function, and it can enhance our emotional regulation, which is going to affect our overall well-being, my friends. We've touched on the plate method numerous times, but this is where it all starts. By just simply making whole food options and less processed food available, this is going to be a game changer for us. It's just that simple. Make the whole foods readily available and not so much the processed foods that are loaded with sodium, fats, sugars, and all kinds of chemicals that we just can't pronounce or spell for that matter. Whether it's summertime, my friends, where you're full of activities, or it's fall and you're rushing to get back into the routine of school, make it to the family reunions, or even the family get-togethers. It could be winter, packed full of holiday events. I understand it just never seems like the right time to get started with having a better mindfulness, a better mindset, a better plan. But I dare you to challenge your mindset. What if, waiting for the right time, you made it the right time? Everything that you have coming up can be a learning opportunity for growth rather than an excuse or an obstacle to get started or why to not get started. Friends, stress eating and overcoming boredom is a real thing, and it's very difficult. But if you will follow these 5 steps, you will be set up for success. And I truly, truly want to say thank you for being a part of the Distinctly Extraordinary Society. And guys, this is Coach B signing off with another tip. Until next time.